Hey, how you doing, guys? My name's Martyn. I've lived in a lot of places around the UK, which has led to many people saying I've got a strange accent. It's safe to say that if accents were dogs, mine would be a mongrel. It's pretty rough. Yeah, you know, I lived in a bedsit for over 10 years, and living in a bedsit is much like living in a pot noodle. Everything you have in that small area is worth very little. And you generally have to eat with a plastic fork. I was so poor, my bank account was so sad, I should really have my own daytime television appeal advert with Ewan McGregor. Look at this solitary £10 note. For just £3 a week, you can give him fresh drinking water, family, security, a home. Safe to say that's the worst Scottish accent you'll hear tonight. I'm terrible at doing accents, me. I was thinking about writing some material the other day, and I went to grab a pen, and I just saw this Sharpie lying there, and the Sharpie's just looking at me, you know, it's kind of judging me. I can see it, and I'm like, what are you looking at? The Sharpie's like, well, I just wondered why you looked upset. I said, well, I'm terrible at doing accents. And the Sharpie's like, well, what's the problem? And I try to explain to him, you know, that I'm terrible at doing accents, and it's really difficult because that's the key part in selling a character. I'm not really in the habit of explaining myself to inanimate objects, but, you know, this one was sharp. So he said, you know, why not try a Geordie accent? Oh, just say you're a Geordie like. Oh, you just pop up to the shops like. I said, I can't. I'm terrible at doing accents. Terrible. You sound like you're good at them, but I'm really bad. I said, well, why not try a Welsh accent then? Oh, just say you're from Wales. Oh, from up in the valleys. I said, I'm terrible at doing accents. But I realised this Sharpie's not going to let it go. So I decide I try and give him the best accent I think I can do. You know, maybe he'll leave me alone. So maybe I'm going to give him some Guandam, go South London accent and sing, you get me bloods! And Sharpie just looks at me. That's a bit racist. Bit racist? You're only saying that because you're black? Honestly, how can something be a bit racist? Racism's a binary state. It's on or off. It's black or white. You know? And don't you love that idea of a Sharpie pulling the race card like there's some kind of office supply apartheid? You know, wide reports of stationary brutality on, you know, black Sharpies from over-aggressive and undereducated bottles of Tipex. So I was furious at this point. Anyway, I grabbed the Sharpie and I dropped to my knees and said, that's it! I've had it! I've had enough! I'm gonna flick your lid off. You're gonna die a slow, dry death. And it's at this point, when we're at our most intimate, that I heard, can I help you with your purchase, please, sir? Needless to say, I've been barred from rhyming. I can see how that would have looked, though, you know, but they say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Although saying that, surely books wouldn't get sold. I know how books feel, you know. Papery. You see, I get judged by my looks all the time. I was walking through the park the other day, I took a seat next to a homeless lady, and it's terrible, you know, someone had called the police for reports of this vagrant woman wandering around the park, and I felt terrible for her until I got arrested. But, you know, you wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I've got a mortgage. I said, I've got a mortgage. I know. Who the hell gave me a mortgage? Honestly, did that banker see me coming in and go, this guy, yeah, he looks like a committed, hard-working professional. He works so hard, there's no time in the year for haircuts. You know, sure, he's rode in on a skateboard, he's called me dude all afternoon. But this guy, fuck it, give him £250,000. It's bankers making rash decisions like that led to the great financial collapse of 2007. I still read comics. Yet this guy thought I was a safe bet to give nearly £250,000. I've got friends that won't lend me a tenner. The fuck was this guy thinking? Honestly, I talked to fucking Sharpies. Jesus. Can you imagine my bank account as well when that money came in? That solitary £10 note, rocking backwards and forwards, driven to madness from its solitary confinement. And all of a sudden, woo! It's party time, yeah! Place is rammed like a cheap nightclub in Essex, man. Full of money, notes going wild. You've got notes dancing, you've got notes drinking, you've got notes doing fat lines of interest off that little mirror that you get on cash points. You know, this once lonesome £10 note having debauched threesomes with two 50s while a 20 watches on, security strip in hands. Well, I'd like to leave you with something that I overheard at that party. I'd like to finish on that note.